Hello, this is Steve Overgard, and I'm on Depot Road in McKinney, and I'm going to do a underhouse inspection for Gwendolyn. Okay, the crawl space is located underneath the deck. And the access door is right here in front of me. This is January the 14th, 2022. Okay, first thing that I see right here is that's termite damage, and that is in the frame for the crawl door. And the deck is put on in such a way that the crawl door cannot be opened readily. I'm really having to put a lot of pressure on it to get in. Okay, and I'll be able to get in. All right, and I'm seeing that there's vinyl siding stacked in the crawl space. And going in. Okay, I'm in the crawl space now, and I'm going to go in from the back of the house. I'm going to work my way around clockwise. So I'm going to turn left and work my way all the way around here. Okay? This is more termite damage on the other side of the crawl door frame. Oh, no vapor barrier. The floor joists are 2x8s. And they are 16 inches on center. Insulation does not look old. There is no vapor barrier on the insulation. The ground is definitely wet underneath the vapor barrier, and you can see here where the house has been treated for termites in the past. These little holes here. Okay, I wasn't really looking for this, but I did see that there's a wire here that is not in a junction box, and it's not capped, just kind of hanging here, so that should be terminated properly and put in a junction box. I'm seeing a little bit of white discoloration right here. White discoloration right here. Okay, I am probably about 10 or 15 feet away from the crawl door, and so this is a piece of metal that's used to hold up the pipe, but it is not, it's broken, and it's just broken probably because over time it just rusted and broke right there. So that pipe is not securely attached anymore. This is the next support down the line, and that one is not rusted through. It is rusted, but it's not rusted through. So that ought to be corrected. This is the joint where the ABS, the black pipe, joins a white PVC pipe, and it's supposed to have a rubber collar like that, and it does, so that's good. Okay, and I'm down just a little bit further, and I'm seeing more and more and more of this white discoloration along the joist. Okay, I'm working my way down to the back right corner, and generally what I'm seeing here is the vapor barrier is not secured to the ground, so it's moved around quite a bit. So there's a fair amount of earth that's exposed because the vapor barrier has been moved. And you can see on the foundation wall the effluent where, you know, the moisture, the water transfers through the block, leaves a little deposit. So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm looking up where the joist meets the foundation wall, and I've been checking as I've gone along so far up in this area here, and I'm not seeing anything that indicates rot or the structural members having any type of failure whatsoever. So far it looks pretty good. Okay, so noticing up on this side of the house, I'm almost at the corner. The further up you get, the lower the house gets to the ground, and the more discoloration I'm seeing on the joist, and it's a white colored discoloration. I haven't seen any wood rot yet. I am seeing quite a bit of the mortar joints, a lot of this in the block where there's actually a cracking between the mortar joints, but for the most part it has not split a block, so I don't know if that's a footing issue or a foundation issue, or even if it's an issue at all. There's more indications of high moisture content up here. First of all, I can feel it in the air. It's moist, but you can see the slime on that sill plate right there, probably from slugs or something like that. So that's an indication that it's a high moisture content. This is the joist that goes along the band board. There's discoloration of the slime again, and I've been going along and poking with my screwdriver, and I haven't found any wood rot at all. Discoloration on the insulation. It looks like that may be from an insect or something like that. And this piece of insulation is loose. I'm going to tuck it back up best I can. And this yellow insulation does have a vapor barrier, and the white insulation appeared not to have a vapor barrier. Something's definitely living in here. It could be a rodent of some sort. Insulation appeared not to have a vapor barrier. I have noticed too that all the vents are shut, sealed shut, and that's not a good idea long term because it does not allow the moisture to be vented from out from under the house. So I definitely recommend that we get the vents on a automatic opening and closing vent cover, and then probably want to recommend that we have one of them operate electrically through the household current, and it would be operated when the humidity level were to reach a certain percentage, then the vent would come on automatically. All right, and I'm at the back side of the center beam, on the right side of the house, and I poked at it with the screwdriver, and I'm not finding any sign of wood deterioration at all. Okay, and I'm working my way still along the right side of the house, but I'm working my way towards the front, or past the center beam. And I'm noticing on the walls, you know, more of that slime. The air feels very moist. I'm seeing some more irregularities with the block work here. A lot of this, like that block is almost loose. This block's not where it's supposed to be, and there's a gap. Actually can move that with my screwdriver. So the block work here is shifting for some reason. That block there, you can see, is out of whack. It's actually vegetation growing through the crack of that one. I don't know if it's just sloppy block work from when the house was built or what. And you can see where there was a drainage, something that was dug, according to the owner here. But there's, as I understand it, there's no sump pump. So if the ditch is already dug around the foundation wall, it would not be very difficult to put in a sump pump and actually pump it out of here with a pump. Okay, this was one of the areas of concern that the owner had, and I'm near the bathroom, and you can see here where there's old pieces of pipe where they changed over, I guess, to a plastic pipe, and you can see the union of that there. I'm not a plumber, so I can't speak to whether that's done right or not. But it looks like all the pipes drain into this central white pipe here, and from there go out. So I'm just gonna check the best that I can with the insulation and everything like that, and look for issues with the structure right here. What I'm seeing here is that when the floor was fixed, they left the wood just laying in the crawl space. That's an invitation to termites to come have a meal. So we definitely recommend having that cleaned out. You can see right there, a bunch of insulation which has fallen. Right here, I believe this is where the toilet is, and you can see the joist on the other side of that has definitely got some damage to it. So we'd want to sister that one joist for sure. I don't know that this union right here where the white pipe is joining the black pipe, it looks like there's glue around there. I don't think that's a proper union. So we need to have a plumber check that out. Oh, rotten. when I move the insulation back here, this floor here is just gone. There's a water pipe going in there, and I'm not sure where that is, but that subfloor is completely rotten. And the joist as well, the top of that joist. So that's 2 joists and some subfloor. Some subfloor has been replaced. I'm going to work my way on the other side of this big pipe and see what I can see looking back the other way. Okay, I'm still in the bathroom area. I'm kind of gotten my way across the big pipe, and I'm looking back, and I'm seeing here new floor, old floor. This is a 2x4 that's been nailed up against the joist because they probably needed a little extra support where they need to nail the new piece of plywood. I would prefer to have seen that as a full-size 2x8. So that I just don't like the way that looks. I really would like to see a 2x8 there. 2x8 there, another one. There's one, this one here is okay. This one is okay. Go over here, and that's just gone. So, and also this work here. So there's 3, 4 right here. It's another one that needs to be done. A lot of subfloor work here is just crumbly. And again, I don't know exactly where this is upstairs, but this subfloor is just, you can put your screwdriver right through it. The next one over looks like the back of the tub has been mended. Looks like it may be leaking a little bit. So 1, 2, 3. Four, 5. Okay, I stopped the video. I've counted 5 joists and some subfloor work that needs to be done, and some bridging too, because the bridging's not right. And this is in the area where that, I guess, the new tub is, but it's just, there's really nothing holding this up. And I would hope that they didn't put the shower over the top of that. That would be really bad. And this is some more of that rotten subfloor in that area. All right, here's another area. So we'll have to add another joist on and some more subfloor right here. It's just gone. This white plastic should not be union to this black plastic like that. That is not bright. Okay, so there's an active leak in this area here. You can see the little drop, water drop, and it looks like it's coming down from that piece of pipe right there and leaking here. It's wet to the touch, and there's a water drop. So something is leaking in this area. Okay, and then this is coming out. You can see where that, that's where the shower drain is, I believe. The rotten wood hanging down. And then this is a couple joists over. You can see where this is some water staining here. And even up in here, even that far over, it's damaged. There's a little bit more room up this side. You can actually move around on your knees a little bit, but it's still moist up in here. And there's a divot right here in the ground in the corner, and I think that this would make an ideal place to locate a sump pump right there. And you can see the ground is just really wet anyway. So we did a sump pump there. What it would do is it would trickle into the sump over time, and then when the sump got actually some water collection in it, it would pump it out. But it would have some immediate benefits, but also long-term benefits too. I'm checking the sill plate here. I'm just seeing discoloration. It's not rotten. Okay, and I'm back at the center beam on the left side of the house, and I'm working my way back, still back around, still going clockwise. There's one foundation vent here that's open for ventilation, which is good. I can see the ground here is wet. This is where all the vinyl siding is stacked up. Okay, so I'm in the back left side of the house, just kind of poking around looking, and I've seen, what I'm seeing is some prior repairs. This is like a near subfloor up in here. This is a joist that's been sistered. It's not the same size. It looks like there was another joist sistered on here as well, and then the original joist. You can see the deflection in the original joist, and that's probably just because, it's spanning a long distance, and the house is not new, so the wood will, put under load, it'll deflect a little bit. This is really interesting because, okay, so over here in the kitchen area, I counted 5 joists, and all kinds of different subfloor arrangements. So I think to get the desired effect on that, we need to get those 5 joists done, and then probably do the flooring and the subfloor. I'm checking the center beam. I haven't seen any signs of rot or deterioration or any structural problem at all in the center beam. Good and solid so far. I just went around and counted it. 7 foundation blocks. 7 foundation vents.